Hi everybody, welcome back this week for Tip Tuesday. This week and the next 2 weeks are going to be dedicated to the knee stretch series on the reformer. You will always learn the knee stretch series. You start with it in basic reformer, and it's a really important exercise to learn as long as you have healthy knees. And you're going to use it a lot when you ride, even though you maybe won't see it initially when you're first learning it or how you're going to connect it. But today I'm going to specifically talk about round and the position, the common mistakes, and how to get the most out of your round position. So when you come onto your reformer, you're going to be on 2 springs. Your feet are going to come back up against the shoulder blocks, and you really want to curl all 10 toes under and make sure you really have good connection to your shoulder block. It's not a soft connection. Your foot is pressed up against there. You're working your feet. It's footwork heels. Now, most people start off a little too high, and as they move, they kind of climb up and forward in the exercise. So this is a rather deep-seated position. You're going to have your hips all the way back, almost onto your heels. The other part of the position that people tend to forget is the head position. So we tend to keep our eyes forward, right? But what you really want to do is tuck your chin and look in. You're going to get a stretch across your shoulder blades. Now, you want to be careful not to push with your arms. Your hands are there for balance. You don't want to pull because your foot bar will move, but you also don't want to push yourself back because see how that flattens my back out? And that's not the exercise. So, into the steep position, nice and round, and I tuck my chin and look at my belt buckle. I'm going to press my knees back so that they stop under my hips. And then I'm going to exhale, push back into my feet and deepen my C curve to come in. Inhale. So when you're first learning these, you're going to go a little slow and find these points. And then as you start to deepen your practice, you can move your exercise deeper and deeper. You want to come all the way in each time, touching that bumper, pulling that powerhouse back. And your eyes go into your hips. I'm literally looking at my belt. It's a great stretch across the back, and you really want to work the round position. It's important to be able to move your sternum back and open your sacrum. It allows for a more fluid spine when you ride and more stability overall, so that if you need to hold the C curve and continue to move uphill or over a fence with your horse, you're there and you're not relying on their mouth, or the foot bar in this case, for support and to balance off of. You're doing it fully off of the powerhouse. Also, horses mimic your body. So the more you can engage your ribs, the more you can stretch your spine, the more you can influence a stretch and that bridge connection in your horse's back. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's Tip Tuesday. Keep practicing, and I will see you next week with Knee Stretch Flat. Enjoy your holiday week, everyone.